In the small town of Fuentealbilla, nestled in the heart of Spain, a quiet boy would spend hours with a football at his feet. There were no flashy tricks, no loud declarations of talent, just a calm, almost meditative connection with the ball. That boy was Andrés Iniesta, and he would go on to redefine what it meant to be a footballer. Iniesta didn't just play football, he painted pictures, told stories, and orchestrated symphonies on the pitch. His career is a masterclass in humility, intelligence, and artistry, and his journey is one of the most captivating tales in football history. Born on May 11, 1984, Iniesta grew up in Fuentealbilla, a small village with a population of less than 2,000. Life was simple, and football was a way to pass the time. But even at a young age, Andrés displayed a remarkable talent. His father, José Antonio, noticed his son's unique connection with the game and took him to try out for Albacete Balompié, the local football club. Iniesta was only 8 years old, but his composure and understanding of the game were far beyond his years. By the age of 12, Iniesta's talent had caught the attention of FC Barcelona's famed La Masia academy. It was a daunting move for a young boy, leaving his family and hometown to chase a dream in a city that felt like another world. For Andrés, the transition was heartbreaking. He cried himself to sleep for months, missing his family and the familiarity of Fuentealbilla. But even through the tears, he showed a quiet determination to succeed. At La Masia, Iniesta's intelligence and technical ability quickly set him apart. Coaches were astonished by his vision, his ability to read the game, and his knack for making the right decision under pressure. Despite his talent, Iniesta wasn't one to seek the spotlight. He was shy, reserved, and preferred to let his football do the talking, and talk it did. In 2002, at just 18 years old, Iniesta made his debut for Barcelona's first team. It wasn't a flashy entrance, but it was the start of something extraordinary. Over the next few years, Iniesta worked tirelessly, earning his place in one of the most competitive squads in football. The turning point in Iniesta's career came under the guidance of Pep Guardiola, who took over as Barcelona's manager in 2008. Guardiola built a team that would go down in history as one of the greatest of all time, and Iniesta was its heartbeat. Alongside Xavi Hernandez, Lionel Messi, and Sergio Busquets, Iniesta formed the core of Barcelona's tiki-taka style, a system based on short, precise passes, movement, and an almost telepathic understanding between players. Iniesta wasn't just a midfielder, he was a conductor. His ability to glide past defenders, pick out impossible passes, and remain calm in the most intense moments made him irreplaceable. One of Iniesta's defining traits was his knack for delivering when it mattered most. In the 2009 Champions League semi-final against Chelsea, Barcelona was seconds away from elimination. Then Iniesta struck. With the clock ticking down, he received the ball at the edge of the box and unleashed a thunderous strike into the top corner. It was a goal that sent Barcelona to the final and cemented Iniesta's reputation as a man for the big moments. Iniesta's brilliance wasn't confined to club football. For Spain, he was equally indispensable. The Spanish national team had long been considered underachievers, but with players like Iniesta, Xavi, and David Villa, they entered a golden era. At the heart of it all was Iniesta, the silent magician who made everything click. In 2010, Spain reached the World Cup final for the first time in their history. The match against the Netherlands was tense, physical, and seemed destined for penalties. But in the 116th minute, Iniesta produced a moment of magic. Receiving a pass from Cesc Fabregas, Iniesta controlled the ball with precision and fired it past the Dutch goalkeeper. As the ball hit the back of the net, Iniesta ripped off his shirt to reveal a message honoring his late friend, Dani Jarque. That goal didn't just win Spain their first World Cup, it made Iniesta a national hero. Despite his incredible achievements, Iniesta never sought personal glory. He was a team player in every sense, always putting the collective ahead of himself. In 2012, he helped Spain win their second consecutive European Championship, further solidifying their dominance in world football. Iniesta was named Player of the Tournament, a fitting recognition for the man who had been the team's creative force. Off the pitch, Iniesta was as humble and gracious as he was on it. He often spoke about his struggles with anxiety and depression, particularly during his early years at Barcelona. Iniesta's openness about his mental health was groundbreaking in a sport that often values toughness over vulnerability. It showed a different side of the man fans admired, a reminder that even the greatest players are human. In 2018, after 22 years at Barcelona, Iniesta bid an emotional farewell to the club that had shaped his life. By then, he had won 9 La Liga titles, 4 Champions League trophies, and countless individual awards. Iniesta's departure marked the end of an era, but his legacy was far from over. He moved to Vissel Kobe in Japan, where he continued to dazzle fans with his artistry and professionalism. Today, Iniesta's influence can be seen in the way modern football is played. His emphasis on intelligence, technique and teamwork has inspired a generation of players. Iniesta's career wasn't defined by flashy skills or outrageous statistics. It was about elegance, intelligence, and an unwavering commitment to the beautiful game. Andrés Iniesta's story is a reminder that greatness doesn't have to be loud. It can be quiet, thoughtful, and deeply impactful. From the shy boy in Fuente Albila to the hero of Spain's greatest footballing moments, Iniesta has shown us that football is more than just a game. It's an art form, and in that art form, Andrés Iniesta is a master.